See, now let's talk about the Tkinter widget. See, Tkinter widget provides almost, I will say, like 15 types of widget. Okay, for example, it provides widgets such as button, okay, label, entry, frame, canvas, check button, ready button, list box, menu, message, scale, scroll bar, so and a lot of widget that it provides. Okay, now we are going to learn how we can create a label in Python Tkinter, because the label widget display the text or image inside of the our window. Okay, so in order for us to do that, very easy. I'm just going to come here. Okay, see this Windows main loop will always be the last line. Okay, so that's why you can just give a space and keep it there down, no problem. So in order for us to create a label in the hinted, it's this way. First, we need to create a variable. I'm going to call a variable. I can just give for the label. So you can give any name, whatever you want. Okay, I'm just going to give label to make it easy. Okay, then label. In order for us to get a label, we need to call the instance. Okay, label this way. Okay, then it will be open, and here inside we are going to give some properties for this label. But when we create a label, first we need to place it inside of any window or canvas, something like this. So in order for us to show this label in our window, we need first to give it the first instance, which is window, okay, comma. So this means we are going to show this label inside of this window. Okay, so now after this, okay, I'm just going to go down, then I will say label dot pack. Okay. So this pack will help us to show this label inside of our window. So the way that it is, if I run this, let's see what is gonna happen. Boom, as you can see, we have our label here, this small thing which is changed. So when we create a label, we can also change the properties of label, okay, like changing the test, which test will be displayed, the color of the test, the shape of the test. So a lot of things that we can change in our label. So in order for us to give a test in our label is something like this. So I'm going to give a property called test will be equal, okay? Then we need to pass this value as a string also. Then we can say, for example, first label, okay, first label. If I save this, okay, let me close this one. And now if I run this thing, boom, as you can see, we have here our first label. So apart of changing the text of the label, we can also give a font for our label. So in order for us to give a font for our label, we need to call the property called font this way. Then we can just open something like this. And here we are going to choose which font that we want to use. Then I can just do something like this. I'm going to give Arial this way. Okay. Then I want it to be bold. Okay. I'm going to come here. Then I will give a comma. Then here we are going to choose the size of this font. So I can give something, for example, like 30. Then if I save this now, and if I run, let's see what we are going to have. Boom, as you can see, now we got a label, okay? We kind of increase the font of our label. We make it bold. That's, for example, if I remove this bold, save, and if I run this, what's going to happen? Okay. Now it's not bold because since it is a huge, the size is kind of big, that's why it's looking like this, but it kind of changed. Now, for example, if I decrease this one, for example, at least into 10, save, and if I run, and as you can see now it became a little small, okay, because we just changed the size of our font. So perversely, apart of fonts, we can also, let me put comma, okay. See, it's very important for you to separate the properties with comma, okay. If you don't separate them with comma, you will get error. For example, if I remove this comma here, I save it. Now, if I run this, as you will see, we got kind of error, okay. So that's why it's very important for you to separate them with comma, save. Now, if I run, nothing's gonna happen. As you can see here, perfect. So now we can also change the color of our label, okay. In order for us to change the color of the text of our label, something like this, I can just give something like, for the FG, which stands for the color, okay. Then I can just say something like, for example, green, okay. Here also it works the same way. Okay, you can give also hexadecimal values, it will work green. And a part of change the color, okay, of the text, we can also change the background color. For example, if I give something BJ stands for background. Okay, now I'm gonna give, for example, white. I'm gonna save this. Then just let me run it. If I run, as you can see, we got like a green text color and background, white background. So let me increase the size so that it can show better. Let me give it at least 20. If I save this, if I run, and boom, as you can see, now we got this one. Okay, first label. See, apart of this also, we can change also the width and the height of our labels. In order for us to change the width of height and of our label, we can just do something like this width, which is this. For example, if I give, for example, like 20, comma, and for the height, okay, if I give at least 10, save, and now if I run this, what we are gonna get, boom, as you can see, hey, it's a lot. Okay, 20 to 10, it's a lot. So let me give it at least 3. I'm gonna save this and let me run. Boom, as you can see, now we change the width and the height of our label. So now we can create also more than one label, not only one label. So if I'm just going to copy this one, come here and paste here, but it's very good also to give different names into your label. This one I'm going to put label 1, label 1. Okay, pack, label 1, save this. This instead of being first, this will be second. Okay, second. Let me save this. Now, if I run this one, boom, as you see, we have here first label and second label.